Good evening and welcome. So pleased you've decided to join me tonight for a little chat. But I forget myself. Introductions are in order, no? I go by many names. The gentleman downstairs. The devil's advocate. The voice of reason. That's always been my favourite. But you may call me Mister Mephistopheles. Think of me as an advisor, someone willing to ask important philosophical questions, and that little voice in your ear that everyone tells you you shouldn't listen to, but whispers the most delicious things. We can get into that later. Tonight, we begin the first of our little video series on the nature of sin, good, and evil. Drink first. Tasty. Good, evil. Small words, so much meaning. Superman is good, yes? Lex Luthor, evil. Lois Lane has a weird fascination with falling off tall buildings. It's probably not going to end well, but I digress. Most of us believe ourselves to be basically good people, yes? Remember, I'm not someone you want to lie to. Let's look at the concept. A long time ago, a bunch of men, it's always men, isn't it, with long beards and terrible dress sense, came up with a moral code for the times, which was attached to and defined by another little word, sin. Ooh. Defined as an immoral act, a transgression against divine law. Can such a law, though, really be considered divine if it were created by man? And if you're the one creating these laws, well, it's almost human nature to transgress those laws yourself. I'm getting ahead of myself again. For example, take this apple. It's juicy, it's delicious. It's here right in front of you. No one will be directly harmed by you having a little snack. In fact, it's a piece of fresh fruit. It's probably good for you. But because somebody made an arbitrary ruling about eating this particular apple, it's supposedly sinful and will damn not only you, but your descendants, and by definition, all humanity, to eternal suffering. Am I the only person to see how ridiculous that is? It's quite tasty. But had it not been an apple, it would have been something equally insignificant. A banana. Pineapple. Something else. A hot dog, I don't know. A mandate easily broken to establish moral superiority and thus moral rule. This apple was a test humanity was designed to fail. Seriously though, we can probably agree that certain actions are wrong, yes? Killing people, harming animals or small children, stealing, taking sexual advantage of somebody, all by definition wrong, because they negatively affect the lives of people and creatures who don't deserve it. And those who claim that without religious guidance, what's to stop people from rampaging throughout the streets, raping and murdering all they want? I do rape and murder all I want. The amount I want to is 0. Innocence is not something to corrupt or destroy. Is it not better to enjoy the company of those like us, those whose paths we enrich, and those who enrich ours? The world outside is full of pleasures, of temptations, and those who seek to control you will always tell you to deny yourself those pleasures, and that, by denying yourself those pleasures, you are somehow morally superior to those who choose to indulge. It's ingenious, really, to allow someone to remove your agency in life, your right to live your life as you see fit, and make you feel morally superior for falling for it? False moral superiority is a hell of a drug. Moving forward, we will discuss each of the worst transgressions against the code created by those beardy fellows all those years ago. Those 7 deadly sins. Ooh. In the meantime, a small disclaimer. It may seem that I am advocating certain behaviors, certain pursuits, and certain indulgences. And I suppose I am. But the key to everything we discuss is agency. By all means, indulge yourself if you have made a conscious, informed decision to do so. But to coerce someone into indulgence that they're not on board for, to use someone against their will for your own pleasure, that is morally intolerable. Intolerable. Easy for me to say. We are not here to corrupt or harm others. I have been Mister Mephistopheles. Thank you, and good night.